Chapter 23, The Day of Departure, The Future is Lang. With winter passing and spring setting in, the Dragon Sparrow sect's enrollment test was only half a month away. Counting on his fingers, Han Yi realized that the journey to the Dragon Sparrow sect was quite long. Even though he didn't know the exact distance, at least 10 days to half a month of travel was unavoidable. He guessed that preparations for departure would begin very soon. Counting a few more days, it was almost time to set out. Every morning after his martial arts practice, Han Yi would go to the stream to bathe. During this time, plenty of village girls, who were washing clothes by the stream, would stare at him shyly. Some even bravely approached him to say hello. Han Yi responded with courteous smiles. In Langlang Village, he was well known. Who wouldn't want him as a son-in-law? Every month, matchmakers would visit Liu Manor to propose marriage on someone's behalf. Most of the girls didn't really expect success, but they held an attitude of giving it a shot. Even if rejected, it would sever any lingering expectations. As expected, Han Yi rejected all of them. He was about to leave Langlang Village soon, and it might be years before he returned. Under such circumstances, getting married would be a hindrance to other people's happiness, wouldn't it? Han Yi's guess was correct. The very next day, Liu Linky gathered everyone together. Her eyebrows were furrowed and she looked extremely serious as she declared loudly everyone should settle their own affairs, pack their things, and prepare for the journey to the Dragon Sparrow sect. It will most likely take half a month. For safety, we will set off early, officially departing tomorrow. I hope everyone will be there on time, and don't be late. That night, Liu Manor hosted a grand banquet. After having a sumptuous meal, everyone went back to pack their belongings. Only Han Yi remained in Liu Manor, not going anywhere. A small white fox lay on the roof, looking at Han Yi with its green eyes under the full moon. It spoke human language, saying, "Young master, you seem rather lonely." Han Yi sat in the courtyard, poured himself a pot of wine, raised the cup and swirled it around. He said, "I'm used to being alone in Langlang Village. My only home there is a thatched house left behind by my mother. If I have to say, my home is perhaps Langlang Village itself. Leaving the village this time marks the beginning of a new journey. People have aspirations, so they must venture into distance. Tonight will be the last night. Tomorrow, he will officially embark on the journey to the Dragon Sparrow sect." He didn't know exactly where it was, only that it's closer to Yun province. However, there was still a considerable distance from the village to there. First, he had to leave County of Skyfire, then the province, and head for the vast commune state. No matter how you looked at it, it would take at least 10 days. It was now early spring, a time of revival. Bandits and robbers were also active, back to work. These mountain bandits always liked to make achievements at the beginning of the year, and one had to be careful on the road. Han Yi went back to his room and took out 200 taels of silver from under the mattress. That was all he had. 200 taels seemed a lot and enough for an ordinary person to live comfortably for a lifetime in the county, but for him, it was far from enough. When you're out and about, having money makes things easier. There were many situations where one had to spend money. He recalled that he had an attribute named Great Wealth and High Rank. Great Wealth and High Rank green, rolling in wealth, booming business. The fortune can change with wealth, money makes money, interests compound. As long as he had money, he just could make more money and even change his own fate. Han Yi also took out a large number of hidden weapons and other weapons from the cupboard, ranging from small iron pieces and daggers to flying knives and iron swords. He was well prepared. He had bought these weapons and hidden weapons at a low price from ironsmith Zhao Jin's family, tailored specifically for him. Zhao Jin was adept at forging weapons. The fine steel sword in his hand was very sharp, emanating chilling glimmers. He also had some hemostatic herbs, body conditioning medicines, bone-setting plasters, antidotes, stimulants, as well as drugs for anesthetics and poisons, specifically used for underhand tactics. All these were recommended by Li Chong. Although their family were carpenters, cultivating medicinal herbs and greenwood plants were also their inherited crafts. They also had branches of the 100 Herbs Hall spread across several counties, making them stealthy rich men. After arranging these bottles and cans, Han Yi took a special soft armor off the bedroom wall and put it on. He patted his chest, feeling a great sense of security. He thought in detail, still missing something. Then he went to the kang in the back kitchen, grabbed a handful of plant ash, wrapped it up with cloth, and put it in his travel bag. This thing could be used for sneak attacks, catching people off guard, very useful, and difficult for most people to defend against. Han Yi felt that he was certainly not a cautious person, but he had to do so. Who hasn't read a novel from my last life? I don't know which old lamp led a bad custom, all kinds of survival, all kinds of dark intentions. Led to everyone becoming like this, the atmosphere of the cultivation world was corrupted. If he meets sly fellows and gets ambushed, and everyone else is prepared while he is not, wouldn't he be at a disadvantage? Such a mess, such a complicated situation. Han Yi sighed lightly, thinking he had already prepared everything. The next day, everyone came to the entrance of the village. Many villagers came to say goodbye, with women's cries and farewell sounds from time to time. Brother, you must be careful outside. I heard that people outside are not good, unlike the ones in our village. My son, when you get out there, make sure you eat well. Don't neglect yourself. Remember to drink water. Your lips are all chapped. Brother, you are too honest, too kind. Do not easily believe other people's words. Mom and Dad are waiting for you to come home. A strong horse is ready. Han Yi sat on the horse, wearing a bamboo-colored robe, traveling bag hung on the horse. Looking at the guards saying farewell to their family, their faces were reluctant to part. Young master, the feelings of your human race are really touching. My mother said that you humans are all cunning and deceitful, only our demon race understands these things. The emotive voice of Tushin Kingli rang in his ears. Han Yi, pulling the reins, said to himself, the sheep kneels to feed, the crow feeds back. The distinction between human and demon, sometimes who can really differentiate. Seeing that the time was almost up, Liu Linky, in her neat martial robe, carrying a sword at the front of the team, looked at the sun in the sky and shouted loudly, "All right, let's go!" At her command, the massive Liu family caravan began to run on the official road. Wang Daniu looked sadly towards the crowd and shouted with tears in his eyes, "Hong Liu, even without me, you must be happy." Hong Liu, feel with strong Wang Daniu was actually teary-eyed at this moment. "Let's go, brother Daniu." Li Chong and Zhao Jin all advised. "Dragon Sparrow Sect, here I come." Giddy up, Gakachan, clad in a straw hat and raincoat, radiating vitality, wearing a long sword on his back while cracking his horsewhip, pursued ahead. Seeing this, Han Yi also swung the reins, running forward, secretly saying in his heart, "Goodbye, Langlang Village. We'll meet another day." He also wanted to experience what the legendary 9 heavens and 10 earths looked like, and what exactly the Dragon Sparrow sect in Qingyun State was like.